Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude, aka Steve. Welcome back to another WBE battle, Week 8 against Hoodlum Scrafty, aka Callum, aka the Dundee Diles. A lot of letter D's. This match, well, brought to you, of course, by Fight Boy. They gave me free stuff to advertise for them, so why would you not want to support them? All right, why? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I mean, you know, I wear this stuff outside of the house, so it's not like I just, you know, shill this stuff. And if you have me on Facebook, which you don't, because, you know, I don't want to mix my personal and YouTube life, but you would see photos of me wearing this stuff. It's just the way it is. My opponent has Tentacruel, Vikavolt, Grimmsnarl, Flygon, Cobalion, Porygon Z, and I have Barraskewda, Ferrothorn, Drapion, Como, Chandelure, and Comfey. Now, gonna go ahead and say, once more, this battle is terrible. It does not go well at all. I did not like the team that I brought, but I want to say that if you're interested in watching some sort of kind of playoff run, my BBR battles, okay, there's 2 weeks left. That's going up tomorrow. The 11th out of 12th week is going up tomorrow. There's 2 weeks left in that league, and I am still very in the thick of the playoff hunt. So if you want to watch me potentially make the playoffs, because I kind of blow it here in this game, this is just a terrible game as well. You can go watch the BBR battles and you'll see, you know, playoff stuff. I noticed the WBE battle get a lot more views, so if you're interested in watching me win stuff, BBR is the place to go. You know, I'm in a tight playoff race, so you can check out, you know, me actually doing competent things in a league in the BBR. But this battle from the get-go was not well, and I wanted to, again, I don't think I even played poorly. I just think I got outplayed. I don't think my team was the best, though. I don't really like the team that I brought. I wasn't very confident in it. It was tough to build for this team. So he led with Flygon, and I led with my Comfey. And I'm sitting wondering, okay, this is already, like, he's probably now scarfed. Do I want to just go for a, you know, Leech Seed as he switches out? And I think I do. So I don't think he's going to stay in. He's probably going to U-turn. You know, I don't foresee him going for Earthquake here. But he just flat out switches, so I don't even know if he has U-turn. He goes actually right into Vikavolt. Now, he goes into Vikavolt here, and I assume, you know, okay, did he go into Vikavolt just to take a hit? Or is he going to just try right now and get Sticky Webs up? I led with Comfey, hoping he'd lead with Vikavolt so I could then, you know, Magic Coat away the webs. But since, you know, he didn't lead Vikavolt, he might not know that I have Magic Coat here. So I go for Magic Coat thinking I'm just going to go ahead and get those webs right back. Absolutely not. He Volt switches. So I did not bring Manectric here because I did not like the matchup that well. I thought that the fact that he had Flygon that he was probably going to bring, I thought that was really going to kind of hamper what I was trying to do. Unfortunately, he brought 2 Volt Switchers. 2. And one of those Volt Switchers, being Vikavolt, couldn't do shit to Manectric anyway. So I actually did not foresee a Volt Switch here because I overpredicted so hard last turn. The thing is, too, after the battle we were talking, and he mentioned that, you know, he knows that in the past I've been overpredicting a lot. So I even, you know... So then when I try to predict even like the basic stuff here, it does not go well for me. So, you know, obviously I felt like a steal move here incoming would have been, you know, kind of obvious. So I go into Como, and he just decides, no, he's going to Volt Switch out. He's going to keep up that offensive momentum, and it frustrated me a lot. It did. So he's got Volt Switch on 2 mons. He probably has U-turn on Flygon. So I realized kind of right away what a problem I'm in, because he's got 2 Volt Switchers, and I didn't learn anything about Cobalion. I didn't learn anything about Flygon either. So he goes into Grimmsnarl in on a Como before seeing my item. So he doesn't know what my item is. He just goes into Como. So without knowing what my item is, he goes into Grimmsnarl, which leads me to believe, okay, he's scarfed, right? Because Como is naturally faster than Grimmsnarl, and I could have, you know, a steal move. Unless he's got, like, you know, a Kiva Berry or something like that. So I actually just go into Ferrothorn here, and he predicts that and goes for a Fire Punch. So that's a shame. But I'm thinking, well, okay, am I going to see leftovers? No. Okay, no Life Orb. Okay, so he's probably scarfed. Into on a Como, something that naturally outspeeds it. and then he clicks Fire Punch. So now I'm trying to decide if he's still. I mean, I have Chandelure. If he's not scarfed, like this is gonna be a problem. So I decide I'm gonna end up finally. I see I'm flustered now because I'm like, why would he go into Grimmsnarl on unless he's scarfed? But if he's not, you know, it's a thing. I get into the but ifs. It's the but ifs that have ruined me in this league. The but ifs. I was but ifing early in the season, and I've continued to but if. So he goes for Fire Punch again, and the fact that he goes for Fire Punch again leads me to even further believe that he's scarfed and locked in, because why would he not, you know, why would he switch? So I feel like he's, okay, now in my mind, I'm like, okay, Flamethrower is going to do a lot of damage to this guy. Plus, he knows that Flamethrower is probably coming in. He's probably just going to go into Tentacruel here, because he's, again, scarfed, right? He's absolutely not. Are you fucking serious? He's not scarfed. He just sat his Grimmsnarl in on the field and said, Steve, you can go fuck yourself because there's not a goddamn thing you can do about me. I'm Grimmsnarl. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to fuck your whole day up because I was designed for one purpose. When the idea for Grimmsnarl came into some person's mind 5 or 6 years ago, they went, you know, one day this thing is going to serve its purpose. And its purpose, everyone at this table who's wearing a suit and has a suitcase and is making a lot of money, the one purpose of the design of these pixels is to take Steve and fuck him right in his fucking asshole. And it did. It worked. He did exactly what it was supposed to do. And then he sucker punched me because I had lost my composure. So I go for Ironhead, and luckily I get some luck. I got a flinch, which is nice. He was going to murder me with a fair time move anyway. I just click Ironhead again. I'm like, I can't sit here and not. I am behind now. I have taken my risks. I can't believe he stayed in. I later learned that he was Assault Vest, so that's why he stayed in. But to go in on it against a Como, really, and the way that it played out, right? Like, do you guys agree with me? Like, he played it like a Scarfed Mon. And it worked. It worked. Oh, man, that scratched my throat. That was painful. I got to stop with those yelling tirades. They hurt, man. I feel like Filthy Frank, why he stopped doing that, because he just could. I mean, he was also ingesting, like, hair cake. Ugh. Flashback. Hair cake. So now I'm sitting here going, he is just going to U-turn. He's going to U-turn, right? I mean, he did not do it turn one. I mean, obviously, because I had, you know, triage. But is he going to U-turn here? If he U-turns here, you know, but also that it decides if I just stay in and click a move and he U-turns, he's going to be able to kind of know that, you know, he probably is going to go into Cobalion if he did. But I decide, you know what, I'm just going to go into Ferrothorn. If he U-turns, it'll get some damage out on it. I'll be able to maybe see what item he is, and you know, I don't, because he's not a life orb, so probably Scarfed. But I go into Ferrothorn. I think if I were to take any real risk, but I think the problem with killing Grimmsnarl was that it gave me hope again. I think if I had to take any real risk, it was to just click Drain Punch at that moment, because I should have gone, okay, I've been, you know, if he stays, like if I stay in, I'm probably dead anyway. If I Drain Punch and he goes into Cobalion, like, we could turn this shit around in a heartbeat. So I'm like, okay, I've been predicting, you know, a lot of over predictions, but now that I have no Chandelure, he can much easier go, you know, close combat, something like this, and just close combat, and you know, because I don't have any ghost protection anymore. So, you know, maybe get the Iron Barb damage off on him, but it's really, I am just making every kind of incorrect play. But I mean, that was a good play on his part, because now he knows, you know, I could go into, you know, I guess, but what do I want to switch that into? A Drapion? You know, and not really. Like, I have Drapion kind of for Porygon Z, but I am. This has not been a fun game. I mean, I still have hope, and that's the problem. I'm thinking I want to go into Como and just get up a Dragon Dance right in his dumb face and just go for it. I can't, because he has. Well, I don't know if he would actually go into Flygon on a Como. That's why I wasn't sure of. But you see me thinking about, like, do I want to go for a Dragon Dance? Do I want to go for a Dragon Dance? I want to go for... No, let's go for a Drain Punch. I don't think he'd go in on a Tentacruel, like thing. I don't think he would think I have Drain Punch. I think because he saw Lumberry, he maybe would think like. Actually, I don't even know, but I didn't think he would go into Tentacruel on this. To be honest with you, I really thought it was not going to be this, and it would not have played out so horrifically. Maybe should have just gone for a Dragon Dance there. That could have been it for me if I went for a Dragon Dance, and he would have gone to this, and then, you know, I could have just Dragon Dance right in his face, and based on, you know, he's gonna you see my Lumberry, so I could have Dragon Danced, and then if he went into if Tentacruel, I could have Dragon Dance again. I switch here, and I don't quite know why. I believe I switch here. I do into Drapion. I don't know what. I mean, I guess I'm afraid of an Ice Beam, but I saw the Black Sludge. So would he have Ice Beam in this scenario, or would he have? You know, would he? I don't know. But he just goes for knockoff. So I mean, imagine a world where I Dragon Dance on the switch into Tentacruel, and then just Dragon Dance again, and then I'm a +2 Como. That'll probably not even kill Tentacruel, but it'll come close, right? So I just click a knockoff for him, and I figure I'll get something to lose item, which will be great. It'll be solid. But he's able to go into this guy. And because he's able to go into this guy, I get rid of his leftovers. This was a time here. So this is what I assumed. So I'm like throwing caution to the wind now because I'm trying to figure out did he switch in here on a potential earthquake? Did he switch in because he wanted to try to get sticky webs out? Did he switch in? So I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, obviously I'm faster. I don't know if I honestly thought he might just flat switch because he's slower than me. And that's the last like Hail Mary risk that I took. He goes for sticky webs, so that really bones me. So imagine a world where I have a +2/+2 Como against him, and I don't need to worry about things like sticky webs, right? So up until then, I think that would have been the risk to take, is to Dragon Dance. Would have been a Dragon Dance on the Cobalion, of all things. But I got flustered. I really thought he would flat switch because I was faster than it, and you know, it was in the moment. I thought he was going to do that. Obviously, it didn't pan out, so I'm going to look like a moron on his side of the battle, which honestly, it's well deserved. Like I didn't have a lot of confidence in the team that I prepped, and I didn't even I pretty much made all the wrong moves. I made the right move like turn 1, and that was leech seeding a fucking Vikavolt as it switched in on a leech seed. So he's got, you know, now he's got Scarf, you know, thing there without any, you know, he's got no reason not to click Earthquake here. And I know that, and I have to hopefully just hope he doesn't, but he does click Earthquake. And that's not good news, right? No one's happy about that. And now I'm in, I see what he has left. He has Porygon Z left. I'm in, I have to just click buttons and hope I get things right. I have to be as aggressive as possible here because I know that, you know, things aren't going to be looking up. I thought, again, he would switch here. I thought that he would want to preserve differential, to be honest with you, so I thought I would maybe get him as he goes into Cobalion, again, and I can then go back into Como, and that's where I could start doing stuff. But he just like, nah, I'm going to keep clicking Earthquake, actually. Which is really unfortunate, actually. It's just that, I know you're frustrated watching this. I know you are. I was 11 times, maybe 11 and a half times more frustrated playing this. Because almost immediately after making the play, I realized that it's just not the play to make. But I got so flustered so early that I just could not come back from it. And this is rough. I almost thought about clicking the Dynamax button and just taking the DK. So I Dragon Dance because I know that I have I can, if he's not adamant, I could live 2, and then that's what I have to try to do to win this game because I'm at, you know, -1 speed. Or I'm thinking, you know what, he might know that I'm gonna live and just switch because he hasn't seen Dragon Dance and he might want to preserve his Flygon. But again, he chooses to just hit what's in front of him, and watching like so post commentary works out sometimes, because if I end up like, you know, getting a win that I should, maybe like making a wrong play, but it works out, you know, I have the option to like give some fourth dimensional chess reason as to why I did it and why I made the right play, because you don't get to see my reaction in the moment. But the downside is when things like this week and last week and my game against Envy happen, I have to relive it, and it's infuriating. And to add on to that, this has been probably the worst league season I've ever had in my life. Because normally, like, I don't lose games by a lot, but I think this is going to be my third 4-0 loss this season out of 8 games, and that is absurd. It's just not going well. And I guess I tried to make a comeback. And maybe if I drain Kiss instead of U-turning the first time, I could have put pressure on him to, you know, to switch out, and I could have still had Como ready to go, but I don't. It didn't work out. I made consistently the wrong plays. And these are the fruits of my labor. They're shitty fruits. They are rotten fruits. They are just, what fruit is something like? Is dragon fruit even a real fruit? Dragon fruit flavored things taste great, but dragon fruit doesn't taste great. So I had to pick a move to lock myself into to try to win. And, you know, I'm Scarf Bear Scuda. That could have been fun. Man, if I Dragon Dance against the Tentacruel, I'm going to have to do calcs after this and see if I would have a +2. I don't. Maybe he wouldn't have knocked off if I Dragon Dance, though. I guess he knew I was going to be afraid of Ice Beam. I don't know. I'm lamenting. I could have maybe swept him. This poor guy on Z8 is going to die. I'm +2. He's dead. He's a dead man. Yeah, bummer. It happens. So, guys, look. I mean, this was a video, right? It was certainly a video. But I got my BBR battle going up tomorrow, and I'm currently 4-6 in that with 2 weeks left. Right in the playoff hunt. A 6-6 team get there, so I just got to win the next 2 games there. I mean, I could have gotten playoffs in the WBE, but I needed to like pretty much win out, and I lost so spectacularly. Yeah, we're going full meme town now. Like, we have no other option. We have to go full meme town. So, thank you all for sticking by and watching. I know this has been a frustrating season to watch. It's been a frustrating one to play. I mean, I'm going to try to do better, obviously. But if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see each and every one of you guys next time. Good night.